Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another chapter of Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj's I Am That. Today we will be looking at chapter 29, which is entitled, Living is Life's Only Purpose. Living, just living, is life's only purpose. What does it mean to fail in yoga? Who is a failure in yoga? It is only a question of incompletion. He who could not complete his yoga for some reason is called failed in yoga. Such failure is only temporary, for there can be no defeat in yoga. This battle is always won, for it is a battle between the true and the false has no chance. Who fails, the person or the self? The question is wrongly put. There is no question of failure, neither in the short run nor in the long. It is like traveling a long and arduous road in an unknown country. Of all the innumerable steps, there is only the last which brings you to your destination. It's only the last step which truly brings you to your destination. Yet, you will not consider all the previous steps as failures. Each step brought you nearer to your goal, even when you had to turn back to bypass an obstacle. In reality, each and every step brings you to your goal, because to be always on the move, learning, discovering, unfolding is your eternal destiny. Living is life's only purpose. Living is life's only purpose. Always on the move, learning, discovering, unfolding. It is your eternal destiny. The self does not identify itself with success or failure. The very idea of becoming this or that is unthinkable. There's only ever being. The self understands that success and failure are relative and related, that they are the very warp and weft of life. Learn from both and go beyond. If you have not learned, repeat. Repeat. What am I to learn? To live without self-concern. To live without self-concern. To live without always worrying about this conceptual self. For this, you must know your own true being, Swarupa, as indomitable, fearless, ever victorious. Once you know with absolute certainty that nothing can trouble you but your own imagination, you come to disregard your desires and fears, concepts and ideas, and live by truth alone. So wonderfully put. Thank you, Nisargadatta Maharaj. So wonderful. Once you know with absolute certainty that nothing can trouble you but your own imagination, only your mind, only your imagination, you come to disregard your desires and fears, concepts and ideas, belief systems, and you live by truth alone. You become a disciple of truth. What may be the reason that some people succeed and others fail in yoga? Is it destiny or character or just accident? Once again, nobody ever fails in yoga. It is all a matter of the rate of progress. Some people are faster, some people are slower. It is slow in the beginning and rapid in the end. When one is fully matured, realization is explosive. It takes place spontaneously or at the slightest hint. The quick is not better than the slow. Slow ripening and rapid flowering alternate. Both are natural and right. The quick is not better than the slow. Slow ripening, like a mango we heard a few chapters ago, and rapid flowering alternate. Both are natural and right. Do not judge the speed of your evolution and unfoldment. Yet all this is so, and so in the mind only. As I see it, there is really nothing of the kind. In the great mirror of consciousness, images arise and disappear, and only memory gives them continuity. And memory is material, destructible, perishable, transient. On such flimsy foundations, we build a sense of personal existence, vague, intermittent, dreamlike. This vague persuasion, I am so-and-so, obscures the changeless state of pure awareness and makes us believe that we are born to suffer and to die. Just as a child cannot help growing, so does a man compelled by nature make progress. Why exert oneself? Where is the need of yoga? There is progress all the time. There is progress all the time. Everything contributes to progress. But this is the progress of ignorance. The circles of ignorance may be ever widening, yet it remains a bondage all the same. In due course, a guru appears to teach and inspire us to practice yoga, and a ripening takes place as a result of which the immemorial night of ignorance dissolves before the rising sun of wisdom. But in reality, nothing happened. The sun is always there. There is no night to it. The mind, blinded by the I am the body idea, spins out endlessly its thread of illusion. Thank you, Nisargadatta Maharaj. It's right there, right? The sun is always there. There is no night to it. There is no opposite. There is no duality. But the mind, blinded by the I am the body idea, spins out endlessly its thread of illusion. If I remember correctly, the Buddha, upon his awakening, said to the mind, he called it the image maker. He called it the image maker. He said, image maker, I have seen you. You shall build no more. And this applies to what Nisargadatta has just said, that image maker is always building, building, building. But it's all just illusion. An image maker can only make an image, an appearance, but it can never be the reality. So as soon as you see it, as Buddha saw it, I have seen you, image maker. I have realized what's going on up here. This thing is creating images. I'm believing these stressful thoughts. I'm believing these conceptual ideas which aren't true. And therefore I am not just suffering, but I'm identifying myself as something that in reality I am not. And I'm identifying with something so small and limited, changeful and transient, when in reality, every human being is the absolute supreme reality, this bright, shining sun, which doesn't know darkness or night. So let's end there as the bright, shining sun of the absolute supreme reality. I am that I am, this great pulsation of light and love. May it spread everywhere, and may all beings be free of suffering. May all sentient beings everywhere awaken to this light of the I am, which is present in the heart. I have seen you, image maker. Aha. As Nisargadatta has said, once you realize this is a movie, you don't have to leave the movie. It no longer has power over you. You just see it for what it is. It's just an image maker. Even if that image maker continues, it doesn't matter anymore, because you know it's just creating illusion and falsehood. And you can take your identification out of it. As Nisargadatta said, once you see a mistake, it is in the nature of that mistake to be fixed. So once you see that false, that's false, you no longer have to identify with it. And you are free. Free to be that which you've always been. Free to be that which you cannot not be. The absolute supreme reality. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everybody. See you again for another chapter. Bye-bye.